Hey everyone, how are you doing tonight? Let's just get started. No time to waste. It's late, and well, I know that like you probably have other things to do than watch a video, but I was like, I've got to get on there. I got to get out there and just see everyone and say hi. I'm going to be using my palette from Mascara Beauty. These are all foundations. It's just where you apply them, and that is what gives you a three-dimensional look. I'm going to start with my contour, and I'm going to pick up Walnut. I'm a pretty fair lady, so that is what I need. I like some of the more ashy colors, but Walnut just looks pretty good on me. So yes, I'm wearing a white sweatshirt from JustStrong, an awesome company. It's very soft and very comfortable. Should I wear white while I'm putting on makeup? We'll see, probably not. So how was everyone's week? My goodness, I was blessed beyond what I deserve. My husband, sweet man, has finally decided that if we're going to do this RV living while our house is in a different town from where I work, maybe we need a little bit bigger one. So what did we do? We have gone RV shopping. It has been a blast. I think we've pretty much settled on what we want. Gives us a little bit more room, little bit more of the things that we need. It has a bath and a half. How many women out there can just say, yes, that is important. We need our baths and a half. Sometimes we just need to get out there and have our own little space. So very excited about that. So all I'm doing is just highlighting those natural shadows, or I should say contouring those natural shadows that we all have. And it just is kind of giving me my color. Putting some, instead of being like one foundation being flat, it gives me that natural color of the face. Of course, I have always said, you know, I'm not really going for natural. I mean, I want you to know I have makeup on. What's the point of doing all of this hard work and it just looks like I never even put any makeup on? So that is my thoughts on that. Okay, now I'm going to go into, I normally use linen for my main foundation. I'm going to pick up my Buffy brush, but tonight I'm going to use White Peach. It's a little too dark for me, but it's okay. I have some more ordered, so I will just make do. But you'll see how pretty it goes on regardless. Look at that. Is that not just beautiful, people? Beautiful. So I've been doing some research, and if y'all have been watching my YouTube videos, you know my dear friend Dr. Kelly Kulo. I've enlisted her to doing some research on narcolepsy and maybe the connection between narcolepsy and obesity. And guess what? Drum roll, please, somebody. There's a connection. Big connection, actually. It seems like that it kind of develops when a child is pretty young. From what I read, it looks around, you know, anywhere from 4 to 8 maybe. And then it's like all of a sudden you have this normal, healthy looking child and they just balloon up. Well, that's what happened to me. So she's put me on some supplements to try to get me straightened up. Hopefully it'll help, because it is definitely something I have struggled with my whole life. Just constantly feeling exhausted and having zero energy when I know I should have energy. You know, when you're just sitting there like you haven't had a good night's rest and you could just fall over and go to sleep. It is a miserable feeling. So, and I don't really want to use caffeine as the answer, because, well, my heart really doesn't like caffeine and I get pretty short of breath and some other issues going on. So if I could solve it doing some natural things, that's what I'm going to do. Anyways, we've been working on that. Okay, next I'm going to jump into my lighter shade that I normally use linen, like I told you, as my main contour highlight. But I'm going to pick linen up to do my lightening areas under the eyes, kind of here on the bridge of the nose and the forehead and the chin, and a little bit on the upper lip. Please don't laugh. I have gotten pretty low in it. I went in with these tins. One thing's really neat. You can go and heat them up, and it will help if you have, say you have product around the edges and you've used the middle, you can heat them up and it'll go back into the edges. Well, I have done that. And this is my little spatula that I use. I don't want to waste that product. That is precious product and it covers a lot, so there's no use in wasting it, so I just am keeping it. But as you can see, I am almost gone and empty, but it's all right. Some is on its way. Life is good again. I usually use Moonlit to do this right here, but tonight I will be linen. So all is well. No problemo. I do recommend when you do this, use this product, sometimes more is not better. Less is better. So, especially on the nose. So be careful that you do not do a lot of excess there, or you can have where it won't adhere to your nose. Also, a little tip, and I've started doing it and I just love the looks of it. Before I blend, I am going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. I use number 80, no, not 88, 8B, Porcelain Beige. I wonder if that's the lightest. Beige doesn't really sound like the lightest. And I just kind of do some spot treatments and a little bit on the bridge of my nose and right here, because I have a little bit of pores going on. And that just, for me, helps make it really seamless looking. Did I get my upper lip? Oops. And I dragged that that under my eye. Sorry, y'all. That won't get edited either because I'm not in the mood to edit. I'm such a dork. Okay. That noise is my kitty cat wanting out. She's not going to get out, so ha ha ha. She's stuck with me. Anyway, so I'm so excited about getting my new RV. We're going to order it from the manufacturer, manufacturer, and hopefully get the perfect colors for us. I want grays, y'all. I love grays. They calm me. I think I blame that on my mom. When we were little, she was always talking about blues and grays calming her, and I always like, you weird lady, and you know, thinking I liked other colors. But the older I get, the more I agree with her. She ain't weird. I am. But anyways, so let's slap on our powder. Remember, I use baby powder. A lot of people are like, honey, that is drying. And I'm like, yeah, that's the point. I want it to dry. If you suffer with oil, okay. Now, this is going to show you my ignorance in this area, but this is my just logical thought process. Okay, everyone says the reason you're oily is because your face is dry and needs oil, so put moisturizer on it. I need to add a sound effect here. What? Then, how does that make sense? To me, makes like 0 sense. I've been told that my whole life. I can remember being at my aunt's house and having a Mary Kay, I don't know what you'd call her, affiliate come by and was trying to sell some stuff and said that exact same thing. It didn't make sense to me then. It doesn't make sense to me now. So, I am that weirdo who, for over 20 years, I use bar soap because it is drying. And I use baby powder because it is drying. I don't like my makeup to slide off my face. I feel like I'm obsessed enough with my makeup and making sure everything's where it needs to go that I sure do not need my eyes sitting down here on my chin. Not attractive. So, there you go. That's my philosophy on that. I'm sure many people will say, well, you're wrong. And I guess maybe I could be, but it don't make sense to me. If I was oily, I need more oil to not be oily. I don't get it. All right, moving on. Moving on. So I'm going to use my NYX Micro Brow Pencil, just the spoolie part, to brush out those brows. I'll try to get up here close and semi-personal so you can see what I'm doing. I stand when I put on my makeup because I have to get up close and personal. I'm so blind. All right, I love my Benefit. I can't read it. My Benefit brow tools. Look at this cute little baby. It's so cute. Okay, that's what I use, yes. And my Anastasia, if that's how you pronounce it. Look, I'm almost gone. Actually, I'm not. I got quite a bit, but. All right, let's get this show going. And I've gotten this down to almost an art, where by the time I have my brows done, my face is done with its baking. So I can just move on and everything is groovy. It's very hot back here. I should have put the air conditioner on. So I am just using little tiny strokes to fill in all that. I like this product because you can start heavy here, because I like that ombre effect. You can start heavy here, and then you still have enough product on your brush to carry forward. So I'm going to overline. My brows stop about right here, over plucking, and I'm going to bring them out a little further. Not too much, just like about half of that brush. the width of that brush. And I'm underlining the lower. I give myself a line on the top where I like it. And then it's a process of filling in dark out here. And then about halfway, well, maybe 3/4 of the way, start having a light touch. So I'm filling in, but not bringing in that the darkness. And did I mention it is hot? Holy cow. If I pass out, somebody call my husband. Okay. See how that is? Now, I'm not done because now I'm going to make my little fake hairs that go up. I'm not the greatest at this, but I have been improving. So first I'm going to stamp. That kind of gives me where I want. So just sit there and kind of stamp about 3 to 5 hairs. Okay, stamped. See that? We are stamped. Okay. Then I'm going to get my little napkin, and it's wet. And I'm going to pinch this, pull off the product, but I'm sharpening the edge of that brush. And I'm going to go back in. I'm going to pick up product on the half of the top part where, do you see it? The top part. Not the whole thing, just the top part. Because I'm going to do some feathering. Twisting this way. So now, up against my face, you can see it. See, it's pointed down. I am feathering up. Just making little feather strokes. There we go. See that? Now I take that and I bring it on into the rest of that area that was kind of light. I feel like I'm picking up too much. And I'm just going to sit here and kind of flick it through. So I'm not really covering it up. I'm just going to there we go. Make it more intense. There we go. Okay, now let's do the other side. The other side, as I've always said, is like my best brow side. And if this is boring, I apologize, but I will justify why I do the brows and don't skip. Anytime I watch one of the talented makeup artists sit and do their makeup on their videos, they are forever skipping this. And for me, and I think a large majority of the public, brows aren't easy for us. So for them to skip it, I just feel is like a vital, important step that they're just leaving out. And especially if you're doing a tutorial or any kind of training video, I want to see the whole thing. If I think it's boring, I know how to skip through your video, but I really wish some of them, because there are some that are so incredibly talented on doing their brows, and I just am like, I cannot believe you're skipping that. So once again, to try to kind of get that ombre effect. And it's not a true ombre. I mean, and some people can really do great brows. I think those that do the great ombre effect, I think those have been microbladed and or they just have great brows to begin with. Those of us who don't will probably never achieve that look, but that's okay. We don't all have to look the exact same. Wouldn't life be boring if we were all identical? So I have a very light touch up here, barely applying any pressure whatsoever. I just want a hint of color laid down. Then I get it and on the full amount and I stamp it. See that? I'm just stamping. Stamping. Hear my accent? Stamping. Okay. Enough of that. All right. And then like I said, we put about 3 to 5 hairs up there. I do. Depends on your facial features. And then I'm going to flip my brush. And I hope you can see what I'm doing. And I'm just flicking. And if that was my husband putting the air on, God bless him. God bless him. Okay. And as I said, we just go right on into that lighter color and make sure that that is filled in. Okay, let me get real close and personal and look like cross-sided. So there you go. That's kind of how my brows look. I don't really care that I got like high here. Just see that? I just kind of feel like, you know what? Maybe that kind of looks more natural than not, because I think sometimes when we try to be too perfect, that's what makes us look fake. And not that I mind letting people know that, hey, you know, I'm purposely making my brows darker. I don't want to look like I have caterpillars or nothing, but, you know, just a little extra. So by now, my face should be totally baked. So I'm going to grab Jaclyn Hill and Morphe's collab on the brushes, JH06. And I'm just going to kind of dust this off and drag it over to the section that I didn't have any powder on. I like using this little brush for this area because it's really soft and it doesn't, you know, over drag. My cat just knocked on the door for my husband to open it. That's funny. Now I'm going to pick up Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH01 to finish that. If anyone has watched my videos, you know that I am obsessed with MAC Studio Fix. This is in the shade N3. I will probably always use this because it just, I don't care what I use as a foundation. It just is such, to me, a finishing. It gives such a more better, let's use good grammar, a more better finishing look to me. Cat hair, sorry. So I will always use it. Can you tell the difference? I mean, it's not a huge difference, but it's a big enough difference for me that it's like takes 5 seconds to apply, so it's not like you know, oh, well, my goodness, she's adding 20 minutes to her routine. No, I'm not. So, I just love it. And it's fun. And I like fun things. And when you find a good product, I think you ought to be loyal. You know, I'm not looking to replace it. Ever. Of course, I have heard good things about Nyx, so I'm not saying I wouldn't try it. But MAC does a pretty good job on this foundational powder, so I just like it. Plus, sometimes if I mess up, I can fix the mess up with this powder, so that's pretty special to me. I mean, even if I didn't use it the way I am, I think you still need it for that purpose. Okay, then I'm going to go in with the same brand, just a different color. This one's N9. I think I really like ashy colors more. Now, this one matches the walnut, so it works. It's great. But I just feel, maybe I'm just crazy, but I feel like my shadows are ashy, not red. But we'll go with it. It's what we got, so we will go with it. And I'm looking for, okay, there it is. Making sure I had all my brushes. So one thing I'm so excited about when we get the RV, I won't have to, the other RV, I won't have to take down and bring in and carry and forget half my stuff when I film. I'll already have it all set up. So I'm pretty excited about that. One thing I miss about my house is, to me, everything has its place. If it can't have its place, you don't need it. That's my philosophy. Well, in an RV, you can't necessarily do that. It is stuffing and stacking and putting things where they don't go just to find room. Oh my goodness, y'all. I love this look. I love it, love it, love it. And look how gorgeous the sweatshirt is. It was nice and cool yesterday as we were out on those lots. And so I got to wear a JustStrong sweatshirt. And it was nice and warm, so I decided that I was a little cool today. So I put this one on, and it is nice and warm. Then I get in the lot, and I'm like, it's nice and toasty. Okay. Why? I always shut that up. Even knowing I'm looking for this brush, I'm shutting this up. So this is just an angle brush from Morphe. It's kind of thick. So I like to use it to do my nose. I am not big on, you know, making a big production of the contour of my nose. My nose is what it is. And I think it must have gotten broken at some point in my life, but I can't remember it. But it just kind of lays. And I hate it. But I ain't going to go get a nose job because, well, that scares me. Okay. Y'all see all that powder? Just kidding. Just kidding. Okay. Moving on. Moving on. Okay. Next, just because I'm extra, love Estee Lauder. This is, I think this is like a seasonal product. This is 03 Mirage. Look how pretty. Well, yes, I've hit the pan. I've had this for over a year. Very exciting. So I'm going to just, and I love the smell. I mean, everybody thought I was weird, and I am. But when I first got this, I was like, I mean, literally, I took it to work so everybody could smell it, and we were all sitting around just smelling it. Yes, I am that weird boss who makes their staff do weird things. I don't really use too much because I'm so fair. I don't really want to overpower it. But just a little bit. all right now at this moment realizes 2 fatal steps I missed in my makeup routine. I didn't put my Bella bronzer on from mascara or my blush. Okay, having problems, but that's okay. We'll recover and move on. I'm going to pick up Makeup Revolution Bacon Blot. This is such a wonderful product. Now watch this. It just helps brighten. Putting it right under my eye and down my nose and under my eye. Look at that. Can you, I mean, hello? Hello, people. Stop the presses. Stop the presses. Okay, moving on. So, I don't think I will go into a huge eye look since, you know, it takes so long. But we'll just kind of do something simple. Are y'all not just like utterly shocked and amazed at how gorgeous that whitening, brightening does? I'm so sad about the blush. I guess I will just have to add a little bit blush right now because I just can't handle it. Okay, using Morphe palette. I think I'm going to pick up, I don't like saying that word. That offends me. Why does everything have to center around nasty, perverted? Okay, it's called sexy, but just know I don't like that. Can't we be more creative than everything having to center around that? Okay, enough with the griping. Getting off my high horse. Getting down on the low platform that I belong. Just a little blush here and there. I may come back and darken this up a little bit, warm it up a little bit later because I am that kind of person. I mean, I really just love a deep blush on me. Okay, now let's go into the eyes. I brought in my Makeup Revolution palette. I don't know. And then I brought in 2 Morphe palettes. What do y'all think? I'm thinking soft. So, just to try both colors on, I'm having difficulties, peeps. Okay. I'm gonna grab my little makeup brushes. I think I will start with I don't think they give a number. I mean a name, they just give a number. Looks like, unless if I have it transposed, this is number 14. Makeup Revolution. I don't know what palette this is. Reloaded, actually. Okay, I think I will pick up this one. It's a nice peachy color. And I'll put that one down as a transitional shade. There we go. There we go. Do y'all use any, like, neat tools to achieve a look? You know, things that don't necessarily or weren't necessarily invented for what you use them for. Like sometimes I will use a spoon to get a really pretty look to do a cut crease. I've seen other artists do a lot of really just, you know, using different household items to achieve different looks. Kind of like how Bob Ross always, you know, would use different things to create shapes and images on his paintings. Alrighty, we got that down. Nothing fancy. Now I'm going to go into my Morphe palette, and I think I will pick up, I think I'll pick up this shade. And of course I'm missing, I apologize y'all, I'm missing my little cheat sheet that tells me what that is. So it's this color right here. It's just a soft, kind of khaki looking color. I'm just gonna pick that up and put that more in the crease. The way my eyes are shaped, in order to really achieve a better look, I put the transitional color a little bit above the crease. Then I bring this one pretty much into the crease. And then I'll add another color right below. But the whole time, there's part of my brush actually touching the crease. It's just one's a little bit more above, one's kind of right in the middle, and then one's a little bit below. And I'm just using smaller brushes as we go. Next, I think I want to pick up this color right here. God knows what it's called, because I don't. But I'll just pick up that color from Morphe, slap it in the middle, and a little bit down. I'm not doing anything grand or great. I really should do, because I can do pretty good eyes. I'm not terrible at eyes. I really shouldn't. I feel like I'm showcasing that I'm terrible, and I'm not. Actually, I love doing eyes. They're one of my most favorite parts about makeup to do. And as you can see, I do not dust off my brush when I pick up color. I pick it up and slap it on because my skin will absorb that color. So I like to put it on pretty heavy. I just want to make sure I have it even before moving on. Pretty even. Okay. Now, I think I want to pick up this dark brown right here. Well, it's kind of a chocolate brown. It's not dark brown, but I'm just kind of put it in the corner of my eyes. Yes. Yes, give me some love. There we go. And right here. There we go. Very nice. Oh. Until you look up and it doesn't match. Okay, we got to match. Let's match. Hello. It is important to match. Yes. Otherwise, we look silly. Okay. I still feel like this one's darker. Maybe it's just the way it's shadowing. A little bit more. There we go. There we go. St. Patrick's Day is coming up. I'm going to have to think of something really cool. A cool look to do for that. Now, one thing I'm going to do is I really prefer to do it with my Jaclyn Hill palette because it just works so wonderfully. But since Morphe made it too, maybe it'll work just fine. I'm going to pick up this black and I'm going to put it on my waterline because one thing that it will do for me is it will get the top waterline as well. Once I blink my eyes a couple of times, it transfers up to the top. And voila, I didn't have to go in there with the pencil and make myself cry. We don't want to cry. Because I use baby powder, I hate, like, if my eyes water or raindrops hit, because it will turn white because I'm powdered. But all I do is scrape it off. It's not a big deal. It's just something I don't want to do. I don't want to do. To happen. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Good lands alive. Alright. Using the same brush, because I still kind of want some of that black on there, I'm going to pick up that same brown color I used. And I'm going to put it right below my waterline, real tight. Just kind of put it up there. See how pretty? Now come over here, do the same thing. I'm just kind of stamping. And voila. Okay. Because Jaclyn Hill would have a cow and say you have a harsh line, we will blend just for her with the JH42. I'm going to pick up this same, wait, I think it was that one. This same shade I was using. Okay. And I will run that right under there to blend that out. And when you do this, be super careful and gentle with that under eye area. Some of these bristles are kind of hard. They're not like super duper soft. So you just want to be delicate. I'm going to go in with JH38. It's just a pencil brush, and I will come back into Makeup Revolution and pick that back up. How pretty. It's number 14, I believe. Unless if it's on the opposite side, so who knows. Okay. And blend that one more level out. Yes. There we go. Now, I want to come in with this white color that is 12 right there. And I'm going to put it up here on my brow bone using that same JH42, except on the opposite side where there was no color. And just in case you're worried about color, you can clean it off or wipe it off. Oh, that did pretty good. Let's do the other side. How pretty. Okay. And I have gotten into, because, you know, I love the look of that inner corner highlight, but it just doesn't work on me. But I've started kind of putting like mattes, and even though it doesn't like, you know, go pop like what I would want, it still brightens and it still is like, hey, yay. So mattes do okay on me. The others not so much, but there you go. Okay. Moving on. So I'm going to pick back up that JH06. I should have brought some water in here. I am like fixing to have a coughing attack. And I want to dust. I want to pick up some of that dust off my face, and I want to put it on my eyes for the pure fact that helps me set them. And it also helps to avoid mascara what's the word? I don't want to say transforming. That's not the word either. You know the word. Getting on my upper lid. You ever have problems finding your words? Good grief. I feel like I'm having a problem here. Okay. So I'm just using my Tarte brush. It's so soft. And I just go back over that one more time. Probably not necessary. I just like to do it. Then at this point, I'm going to go ahead and grab my setting spray, and I am going to spray myself. That didn't taste good. Right? Focused right here in the middle. Now, normally, when I'm doing this, I would run over there and get my hairbrush. My hair dryer and dry my face, but since I'm on camera making a complete idiot of myself, I am going to not do that. I am going to just sit here and fan myself until that setting spray dries. Ooh, my hair. When it gets too long, and this for me is too long, it just pulls down. It's too heavy. And I have like zero volume. And y'all, I am a Texas girl. In case I've never said that, I live in Texas. In case you couldn't tell that by my accent, I live in Texas. What do Texas girls like? The big poofy hair. And two, another element of that. My age, I grew up in the 80s. Yes, I did. Them 80s and early 90s, what did we have? Poofy hair. What do I like? Poofy hair. What do I not have? Poofy hair. The struggle is so real. Okay, yes. Okay, moving on. Okay, we'll call that pretty good. But I do try to focus that spray right here, because this is my problem area. And unfortunately, when I'm talking to you, the spray does not taste good. So, future references, keep my mouth shut. Maybe I should do that for everything. Okay, I'm going to do my eyelashes. Well, before I do that, let me just, for the funsies of it, brush out my brows. Get that excess powder off. Normally, I would set it, but like I said, you know, because I'm having to carry everything into one room from where I normally put it, my makeup on, I forgot it. So it is what it is, and I move on, and my hair looks like, well, a hot mess. Okay. I am going to start with Tarte Lights Camera Lashes, just to kind of give a little base, and I layer my mascara. I don't know why. I just do. I have issues. And it's like hard to talk when you do your mascara, or it is for me, because inevitably I get it on my skin, and I try so hard not to. So far, so good. So if you've noticed, I don't usually wear liner. I used to be a die-hard liner chick. Like, you know, your look was not complete if you didn't have liner on. And now, I guess because I've just gotten lazy or whatever, I don't really line hardly ever. So, I might do one lining just to, you know, show you that it does. I like liner. I like when people put liner on. It does make the look complete. There's just something in that makes it look so pretty. My husband is making noises. Oh man. Alright, we'll have to let that dry and then come back to it. Every time. Every time. One thing I like about liner as well is, like, I don't know why, but I always am getting mascara right here. And when I wear liner, it doesn't matter. You can't see it. I mean, it doesn't take me that long to do it. I don't know why I don't. It solves so many problems. I don't, but I will say, normally when I use liner, I don't really use, hello, I'm not bald, y'all, I'm just gray. Yes, I will be dyeing my hair tonight. A very white gray. Right there. Okay, let's not show the world my problems. Okay. Next. Yeah, that did make me look bald. I was like, oh. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so the liner. So I don't know why I don't utilize it, because it really would solve so many of my little dramas and problems. But I don't use like normal liner. I really just use eyeshadow. I like it because I can use multiple colors. If I need it to look like a liquid liner, I will I'll get water and add to my little liner brush and really get it in there. If I want it to look more like a pencil brush, I'll just use the shadow. So it's very versatile. You know, you can do a lot with it. So that is my thoughts and feelings on liners. They're very good to make the look come together. But I also feel that way about lashes, that, you know, if you use false lashes, it just steps up your game. I'm not, because as I've said before, I have a healthy respect for lashes. Okay, we'll let that dry and come back to it. I have a healthy respect for lashes, and I feel like if you put them on, you should wear them all day long. And since this is nighttime, and I'm not gonna be wearing them. Oops. In fact, I'm gonna jump in the shower right after this. Hello. Well, actually, I think I'll color my hair and then jump in the shower. I know everybody's saying yes. Yes, I do have to open my mouth as I put my mascara on. I don't know why. I forgot my lipstick. That's okay. I have mascara. Never mind. Never mind. I almost had a conniption fit. Crisis averted. Thank you, Mascara Beauty. Okay. I'm thinking I will use like a peachy looking. I'll probably use Frenchie. That's kind of a universal look and type of color for my lips. What do you think? What do you think? Pretty good. See, I love this mascara. This is the Bad Gal Bang from Benefit mascara. The more I work with it, you know, I could sit here and build it until it is totally built. My husband's peeking at me. He's waving. He's so cute. My cat was knocking at the door. She could hear him on the other side. And she was knocking and meowing at him, and he didn't get her. But then when he does open the door, she's like, nah, I'm good. I've changed my mind. How many people poke themselves in the eyeball every time they put on mascara? So like I said, I love this mascara brand because the more I sit here and work with it and put it on, the more it builds. And I can sometimes, depending on how much time I have, I can get it to almost touching my eyebrows. So I'm pretty... I didn't forget. I'm so happy. Okay, moving on. Before I do that, let me put on the all-important highlighter. I love Makeup Revolution. I say that all the time. I really do. I am a big fan, like the biggest. I think I will use this. Why does people not put the names on stuff on it? I'm going to use this kind of golden color here to highlight. And you may be saying, why aren't you using your mascara? I like to switch things up. I like to keep people guessing. I like to not be bored. Alrighty then there. Look at that. Okay, well, you can't tell. I can tell. You can't tell. Slap a little bit more on there. There we go. There's that shine. Yes. This is the first. Maybe that's another reason I've kind of gone back to it, is I'm such a loyal customer. This is the first highlighter that ever worked on me. And it did a good job. It wasn't like it kind of worked. It did a great job. Look at that nose highlight. Ain't that pretty? Pretty, pretty. Now, I'm going to go back in and use that same JH42. Knock that off a little bit. And I'm going to pick up that and put it on my little sparse lips. Bam. Just like that. There. There we go. And I don't really do a lot of chin, but whatever's left over, kind of do that to my forehead and my chin. Okay, now to the end. I can't believe I forgot, or thought I forgot my lip. Now, something that I had talked about on my Facebook page, I believe it was, is I had forever. This is how I would apply my lipstick, okay? It's in here. Got something under my nail. I pull it out, and whatever was on that applicator, doink, doink, doink. And it never looked good. It always wore terribly. So now, I have learned, scrape it off. And then whatever's left, you put on. And then you can go in there, and it just looks so much better, and it wears better. And I overline. I don't use a lip liner. I don't like lip liners. I just don't. They like, what do you call it? It like bounces. It doesn't give a smooth line. It's choppy, and I don't like them. I've never liked any lip liner I've ever tried. I don't care what brand it is. I've tried so many. caca. And I just don't like it. And don't worry, I'm going to fix that. I can blend it out in just a second. Okay. Goodness. I overline my upper lips too. I can remember when it was not a cool thing to do to overline your lips. And I have always overlined my lips. And when people started doing it, I was like, now I'm in fashion. There we go. Almost done. I have been using this brush. It was a Victoria Jackson. Valerie Jackson was someone I worked with a long time ago. It was a Victoria Jackson brush that I got in a palette. Not in a palette, but like in a big packet of hers. Probably when I was 16. And I can't believe I'm still using it. I love it. Okay. Now I'm going to go over that with just a little bit of mascara. Just to show you the lip and the cheeks, since I totally forgot about it. What color do we want it? These right here right now are my lip and cheeks. I guess this color kind of matches it. Ooh, how pretty. There we go. There we go. It'll work. So, there is the finished product. Except for my poor little hair that needs some massive help and dyeing. Okay. And speaking of dyeing and hair, one of the products that I have found for my hair that has really made it going from just a dry, terrible looking hair to alive and shiny and healthy looking is Madison Reed. I am not an affiliate. I'm not anyway getting anything from her or anything or from that company. I just love the product. So in all honesty, y'all, they have a wide range of product. Colors. One thing that I really like about hers is she has some colors for very resistant grays, which I have. I mean, my grays like to show through, but it's awesome. And my hair grows like a weed, so you can choose how often you want the product to be delivered. I choose every 3 weeks. I really do need it every 2 weeks, but it is what it is. I don't want to have to dye my hair that often. So, anyways, I really do like it. Love the colors. There's so many wide ranges of colors. You fill out a questionnaire it really designs it to your needs, your wants, and the texture of your hair. I do recommend it. It is Madison Reed. She does give you coupons so that you can get some off, but also to share the wealth, and spread that. So it's really great. I get nothing from it. I just love her products, and it's worth your, looking into. Okay, I gotta show you my sweetheart because she's meowing. Here's my baby. Say hi, Kilby. Say hi. 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 Okay, she's like, enough. All right, y'all, have a blessed evening and have a great week. God bless you. And if it's a hard week, know that you're not alone, that there are many people saying prayers and sending love your way. So enjoy. Bye-bye.